Greetings everyone. Today I just wanted to do a quick comparison between the standard 440 Hz tuning and the lesser used 432 Hz tuning. So with no further gilding of the lily, let's get right into it. Okay, so what I'm referring to when I'm talking about 440 or 432 is that is the frequency value of A4 on the keyboard. If I go into the global tab of Serum, you can see here I've got A equals 432 Hz on my Serum. This by default would be up here on 440. There have been many debates on whether 432 is better than 440. And I think that it's a very important discussion because sound affects us in more ways than you can possibly imagine. If you look into the study of cymatics, which is the effect of vibrations on physical matter, we can actually visualize vibrations through certain substances like water or sand, then we can see the resulting geometric patterns and structures that are formed based on frequencies that are inputted. And this may not necessarily be something that makes 432 better than 440, but if you observe the cymatic patterns, the definition and clarity of the shape is significantly higher on the 432 frequency. So if it is having such a profound effect on the shapes that it's creating in water, what do you think that's doing to your body? Because we are pretty much 70% water. So the sound is definitely going to be affecting us in more ways than you could possibly imagine. That's why I think it is very important to take the tuning into consideration. And if you wanted to start making music in 432, you could just tune this down until you're at 432 Hz. And if you know you're going to be working in that tuning, then make sure to go into the menu and you just click this button here, Save as Default Preset. So now your initialized Serum patch will be tuned to 432. Because if you try and make a track with sounds in 440 and 432, they are not going to work with each other because they're just going to sound slightly off. And so over here, I've got a experiment that I did in the past. I made a small loop and I exported it. Then I went back into the project, changed all the instances of Serum to 432, and then was able to do this A/B comparison of exactly what the difference between the two tunings is. And I was very shocked to discover how significant the difference actually is. For those of you who have been listening to a lot of music in 440, it might sound a bit strange listening to the 432 tuning. I know it was for me because I was just so used to the 440 tuning that the 432 actually seemed off. It seemed a bit out of tune. But now that I've been using 432 for a while, it has become the norm for me and I much prefer it. And all of the stuff that I've done on this channel so far has all been in 432 Hz. So take that how you will. But yeah, let's just get into this comparison. So here we have the 440 version. And then here is the 432. So yeah, the 432 is ever so slightly lower, and I just prefer the sound of it. It just sounds a little bit more wholesome to me. If I just do a quick flick back and forth now of these. there's plenty more information about the differences and potential benefits of using different tunings. For now, I think this will just give you enough information to decide whether you just like the sonic quality of 432 over 440, and it's completely up to you whether you want to delve deeper into the benefits of using different tunings. So I hope you enjoyed that little demo, and hopefully that gave you a bit more information, so now you can make more of an informed decision on what tuning you actually want to move forward with. With all that being said, you know how to support the channel, and I'll see you on the next video.